What if I told you some of the fastest growing creators on YouTube right now don't use a mic, they don't edit their videos, and film everything on their phone? This shouldn't work, but it does. Here's how normal people are blowing up on YouTube right now with nothing but a phone and an idea. So there's a regular guy filming economic takes from his car, and he's built an audience of over 150,000 subscribers. He uses no mic, no fancy thumbnails, and I think more often than not, no cuts at all in his videos. I don't even think he actually edits them. If you've been thinking, I have to compete with Mr. Beast, Ryan Trahan, or Nick DiGiovanni, you might be looking at the wrong creators, because there's a whole other side of YouTube that's exploding right now, and it's not what you think. These aren't creators getting millions of views overnight, but they're building real audiences, tens of thousands of subscribers who actually stick around, and many started in the last year or two. So let me break down 5 formats I'm seeing blow up right now and how you can try each one to see what fits. So format number 1. These are guys with some big thoughts with no rush delivery at all. These videos don't hype, they kind of ground you. Connor Woodman, he films in the woods, just wherever he happened to have a thought, I think, and he just sets up his camera or his phone and starts talking, sharing thoughts on religion, mindset, and life. Dry Creek Wrangler School enjoys the outdoors, tends to his horses, walking the woods, puffing a cigar while dropping some real cowboy wisdom. One camera, one idea, and that's it. Format number 2, they just literally walk out the door and hit record. And then you just walk around the block or down the neighborhood or whatever. And the scenery actually does the editing for you. Michael Bordenaro, he talks real estate and investing. Rob the Maritimer, he shares YouTube education, like YouTube tips. Azul speaks on retirement. Just one take, again, one idea, and it literally feels like you're bumping into someone thoughtful on the street. Format number 3, just sit in your car, no gear really to speak of, and you just start recording. It kind of feels like, you're talking to somebody on FaceTime. Just talk like you would to a friend. No mic, no edits, just straight up presence. But the Uneducated Economist, he records economic insights from his car, often during what seems like coffee breaks. There's no polish, just straight up perspective about the economy. And it really doesn't feel like content. It just feels like a dude just sharing his thoughts in his car. Pretty unique way of just sharing a moment with someone. Format number 4. No script, no storyline, just being who you are. If you've been around for a while, you've probably heard of Sam Sulek. He talks to the camera like it's his best friend. From his car, from the gym in between reps, the grocery store. There's no topic specifically except working out and bodybuilding and diet and things like that. Just his thoughts in real time. Sometimes for over an hour. I've seen videos of his that are like 90 minutes. And people watch. Millions of them. Crazy. Okay, format number 5. This is a pretty stripped down, frictionless kind of setup. There's no intro, no outro, just a single idea. Stephen Nam films these with flat lighting, neutral tone, and just centered framing. He speaks slow but direct, and there's no fluff or filler. Just one take, one angle, and like a moment of insight, introspection and reflection. And this format works because the message feels real. And there are no distractions because it's just him just standing there talking. YouTube isn't about who shouts the loudest or most polished anymore. You don't have to be a Mr. Beast. You know, there's always going to be shows like that. But these are real people. It's about who feels real, who makes viewers feel like they're not alone. And by the way, these aren't the only formats that work. I'll show you some other formats that are kind of blowing up as well in another video in a couple of weeks. So if you've been sitting on the sidelines thinking you need expensive gear or editing skills, well, you don't need gear. You probably have one in your pocket right now. You need guts. You don't need to edit. You need to just show up. You don't need an audience yet. You just need one upload and then the resolve to try it again. Pick one of the 5 formats, the one that fits your energy. Film one 2-minute video this week. Post it, then come back and tell me which one you tried in the comments. And just record it raw. Don't worry about anything else. Post it without perfection. And, you know, you're probably going to hate the first few. I know I did. But keep posting anyway. Thanks for watching.